Those of you that follow this channel a lot will of course know one of my pet hates, and that is companies set up purely to fleece you of your money, take your hard-earned moolah. Well, one of my favourites I like to give a bashing to every now and again is these cowboy parking outfits who issue you a supposed ticket which isn't a ticket at all and expect you to pay up. Well, I received an email from somebody. It's quite interesting and I'll tell you next. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing all right. Well, it's the weekend nearly, isn't it? Saturday tomorrow. Let me know what you're up to in the comments below. Everything's all right where you are and that you're well. That's the main thing. It's been a good week here, actually. Very constructive. I hope you've had the same. Well, I received this email from somebody regarding an incident that they had at their local Tesco's with regard to parking. It's an email about an incident that occurred. I'll read it to you now so you know exactly what's going on. I like these because people want to tell me their stories and get them out there, and it's my pleasure. Right, hi Andy. I wanted to tell you about what happened to me so you can warn others. Out of the blue, I received a letter from Horizon Parking, one of them private parking outfits, to give me a fine for exceeding maximum parking at my local Tesco. £40 fine or £70 if not paid in 2 weeks. It stated I entered at 14:47 on May the 12th and left at 20:31. I only live a 5-minute walk from the store. Why would I leave my car in the car park for 6 hours? On the day in question, I made 2 visits to that store. The photos they provided as evidence showed my first visit entering and my second visit leaving. If they could do this to me, it can happen to anyone. To appeal, they demand evidence to support it. How could anyone have evidence they made 2 visits to a car park on a day over a week ago? The parking was free for up to 3 hours. Viewers need to be warned not to make 2 visits to these stores in one day, or this can happen to you. To avoid all the stress, I paid the £40 fine, but I'm not leaving it there. And this is a guy who will remain nameless, but he lives in Lincolnshire. Tesco's up there. Now, you've been picked up by a camera going in and by a camera picked you up leaving later on. ANPR cameras are crap. They don't do what they're supposed to. They just pick up a thing between 2 fixed points. That's about all the information it tells you. As far as paying the fine goes, they try and make you believe it's a ticket. It's not a ticket, it's an invoice. When you drive into one of these places, you're actually put in a position where they make an assumption that you're going to agree to a load of terms and conditions and an assumed contract. I'm having a problem with another thing at the moment regarding this as well. That's the first issue. And really, it's not for you to prove, it's for them to prove. You know what happened and you know where you went. Have you got proof that you were anywhere else in between the visits, like a witness, an alibi, or anything like that? The long and short of it is, let them go all the way with it. They won't. They can't. They don't have the evidence. Now, if you have a look online, there's a site called Beat the Bailiffs. I absolutely love this site. They cover all sorts of consumer issues. Go on there and look up the parking section, and it will tell you how to deal with private parking firms, which is what this mob are, or how to deal with council firms, which is, you know, actual proper penalty tickets issued by the council. Gives you all the template letters and everything else. And you're dead right what you said at the end of this. Don't leave it there. Absolutely not. It's a scandal. We had the same problem with our local Tesco's as well, where the cameras were shonky in there and people were getting fined. Imagine that, getting fined for going and doing your shopping. I'd be interested to know how much your shopping was, and was it more or less than the actual fine? Puts you off, doesn't it? Anyway, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you shortly with one more. Toodaloo.